Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. For the video this evening, I thought I'd bring you along with me through a spooky night in as I get up to a few things to prep for Halloween and just enjoy this time of year. I actually did something pretty similar last night. I'll start back at the start. Basically, I have this weekend at home alone since my husband is away camping with his friends, so I'm trying to make the most of it. I had my sister stay over with me last night and we just had a spooky sleepover together. We watched some horror movies after I decorated the house, so it was a lot of fun and I enjoyed it so much I thought I'd do it again tonight and bring you along with me. So I do have to do my nails just to prep for the week. I've got a Halloween set that I want to do, some movies to watch and also a Lush bath bomb to enjoy. So now that you know what to expect, I'm just going to get right into it. Alright, so I might actually just mute that. I thought I'd show you what I'm listening to and kind of watching, but it's mainly listening to. This is Halloween area background music. So it's basically got shots from the park and I think some parades in there with Halloween music. It's very cool, but I've just muted it because I don't want a copyright strike or anything. While I listen to that, I figured I would do my nails. This is a set that I got from Kmart. It is the OXX brand, so their home brand sort of thing. And it is a Halloween set. I think this was like $4, so pretty cheap. They're just black nails, kind of like an almond shape with a bit of blood tip. I'll obviously put them on. I just have to file them to shape so I can show you. But I figured this would look a lot nicer than anything I can craft, and it'll just make it a lot easier for the next week. I don't need to spend too much money doing a Halloween set or getting one done. I figured this would be nice instead. So I'm just going to file them to size while I listen to that Halloween music, and I'll show you how it looks when it's done. Alright, it's about 30 minutes later and I'm done with my nails. I really like how they turned out. I mean, not bad for a glue-on set. Obviously, it's pretty cost effective to have for just 1 week. And yeah, I mean, while I like doing nail art sometimes, I'm not great at it and I just feel like this looks a little bit more polished than anything I could create. But now that that's done, I'm actually feeling so hungry, so I'm gonna go and get dinner. I have leftovers just from last night when I made a big meal, so I don't need to cook, so I'll show you that. I've just grabbed everything out of the fridge. Here is my leftovers. I made tofu karaage last night. It was so nice when it was fresh. Should still be good tonight, but I'm literally too lazy to re-crisp this. Normally I re-crisp it in the oven or the air fryer, but I'm starving, so I'll just be microwaving it. But I've got the tofu karaage, which I made from scratch, rice and edamame. So I'm just going to serve that up and add on some sort of toppings, and I'll show you how that looks. Alright, so here's dinner. I've heated everything up and served the karaage with a little bit of lemon juice on top, some green onions and sesame seeds, and I've just put a little bit of vegan Kewpie mayo on the plate there, which I had to grab a little Halloween one. So that's my dinner. I've got some water and I might just eat while I watch some YouTube. Alright, I am done with dinner and also dishes, and I thought I would show you my movie list. So this is written on my laundry cupboard doors. It's just made out of like glass with a white backing, so I was able to write on it with whiteboard marker. I'll just show you. So I've been rubbing movies off as I watch them, and I'm sure I'll add more since there's still about a week until Halloween. But some of these are old favorites from when I was little, like Double Double Toil and Trouble. Some of them are obviously more recent, like the Spiral movie, but I think I wrote that up thinking I'd watch it with my sister. I've seen it already, she hasn't, so I'll watch that another time at the same time as her. But yeah, I've got a little list. I will add more and rub these off as I watch them. Some of the movies that I rubbed off already were ones that I watched last night when my sister came over. So we watched Halloween Town, The Muppet Haunted Mansion on Disney+. It's obviously a short one, but it was very fun and cool. And also Ghost Watch, because neither of us had seen it before. I know it's an older movie, but we loved that. I thought it was super scary. And also Hocus Pocus, which I've seen many times, but fell asleep during because it was the end of the night. So maybe I'll rewatch it tonight. Alright, so obviously that's a little list of things that I have to watch, but I thought I'd sit and chat about things that I have already watched. So I suppose I'll check as well. If you've got any recommendations for me, leave them in a comment down below, because while I'm talking now about a week out from Halloween, I will try and put this up tomorrow or the next day, so there's still a bit of time. I love recommendations. I want to hear from you if you've got any ideas for me, so let me know if you've got a favorite that you would recommend. I feel like I'm always watching horror movies and just ramp up a lot more in the lead up until Halloween. But I thought I'd chat a little bit now about some of my favorites that I have already watched this month. I mean, I feel like it makes me sound like I have a bit of shit taste, which perhaps I do, but I've got to say my favorite genre that just encompasses most of my favorites would definitely be slashers, and kind of like 90s slashers. So think Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and similar movies, but I'd say those two franchises, mostly Scream, are my favorites. Just because I find them the most enjoyable and entertaining. I don't find them the most scary, but I probably watch them more than other types of horror movies. I think because I've seen a lot of slashers and I like to rewatch them, things like Scream for example, I've seen so many times I can't count. Normally I watch it like twice a year, and I find it kind of funny. I think that movie leans a little bit more into the humor, obviously, than a lot of other horror movies, but even I Know What You Did Last Summer, just kind of silly and funny and fun. Whereas the movies that I find more scary are definitely supernatural horror movies, and I still like those, but I think I need to be in a right frame of mind to watch them. So, I don't know, like the Conjuring movies or Paranormal Activity. I mean, maybe The Conjuring I wouldn't find super scary, but perhaps Paranormal Activity when I first saw it, or things like The Grudge or The Ring. Sorry, that's just Queenie groaning, it's not a ghost. Yeah, I find supernatural ones more scary. I think visually they're just more scary than any gore in a slasher is to me. I've just had Macy join me now, if you can hear any tapping. But I thought I'd mention, on the subject of supernatural horror, sweetie sit, supernatural horror, the scariest horror movie I think I've ever seen would have to be Lake Mungo. So it's kind of like a ghosty type horror movie, but it is a documentary style, and it's an Australian movie, which I find very cool as an Australian. I don't want to really butcher the plot or give anything away if it's not meant to be given away, so I'll put an explanation on screen. I saw it for the first time last year, and honestly it was the scariest movie I'd ever seen until that point, and probably still. I have only seen it once, but still, thinking about that movie, it gives me chills a little bit. So that's my recommendation to you, and I think give it a go if you want to watch something super scary. Probably not good if you're not into pretty scary movies, but I suppose everyone has a different tolerance, so maybe it's not that spooky to you if you really like horror. I'm not sure, but I just feel like it's something that maybe not many people have heard of or seen. But yeah, let me know if you've got recommendations as well. Now, I think what I'm going to do from here is settle the puppy dogs in front of the TV. I'll find something for them to watch just so they're not roaming around, because I am going to sit in a bath for a little bit and just relax. These devil dogs have been entertaining me all weekend long. Except I will say the other night, or last night really, when my sister and I were watching Ghost Watch, Macy was wandering around the living room and she was walking along here and she just stopped in her tracks as if she bumped into something. That spooked us both, didn't it, love? They're really funny sometimes. They just sort of stand at the windows, like the glass doors, and bark, even if nothing's there that I can see. It freaks me out. I don't know why you do that. But I will say, maybe I'm biased, I think they're pretty flippin' cute, so it doesn't bother me too much. But let's go and sit down. Sit in your bed, sweetie. Show everyone how smart you are. Good girl. There's Macy really showing off. Quinny's so chill. He has the most energy when he's outside, but I think he tires himself out, and then when he's inside, all he does is sleep. And watch TV, don't you, bub? You love it when animals are on TV. Maybe I'll find something for you to watch. Alright, in no time at all, the dogs have gone to sleep, just resting on their beds there, and I found something on the TV for them to watch. I think they've watched some of this before, Meet the Chimps on Disney+. For some reason, they really just love watching animals, so if they wake up, they can watch that. Yeah, and it'll keep you entertained instead of bothering me in the tub. Alright, I'm set up at the bath. I've just filled it up and I've got my book, I've got my bath bomb and my water as well. And, ooh, actually, one sec. That's embarrassing. I almost forgot. That's better. And I'm also going to turn off the light and just have maybe another candle or a lamp in here, but you know, I've got a setup going. Now I'll show you my bath bomb. I just picked this up from the store, so it's wrapped up still. This is the pumpkin bath bomb, or it says pumpkin bath bomb. This is the one, the little jack-o'-lantern bath bomb that tends to show up every year. I don't know what the scent is. Citrus. Yeah, I didn't think it smelled like pumpkin, but it is so cool in its full form and it should make a nice orange bath. So I'm just going to get ready to pop it in, but first I will mention what I'm about to read while I soak. I've got House of Leaves here. Sorry, I'm just gonna empty my hands. I've got House of Leaves. So I read this earlier in the year and I really liked it. I have decided I would reread it again since it's such a strange book. I honestly think I'll get something new out of reading it a second time. So I know I've mentioned it before, in case you haven't heard of it. This is like very well known for having different parts in the book. So it's kind of 3 stories in one, just being layered over the top of each other. Heaps of footnotes and weird formatting. You know. Let's find. Okay. So there's an example. It's just very strange, but it's super spooky and a good read. So I think what I'm going to do is put in the bath bomb and get it dissolving. Alright, so I'm ready for my bath. I have got the candle going, which I lit before when I was finishing dissolving the bath bomb. I also added in a little bit of bubble bath just for some bubbles because I didn't want to feel like I was climbing into pumpkin soup. But yeah, just a little bit. I can still see the orange, so it's just lovely in there. It smells really nice. And I've got my book set up, just ready to read. I always have a little cloth, like a face wash sort of cloth, when I read in the bath so I can keep my hands dry and not destroy my book. And I've just got a big bottle full of ice water so I don't overheat in here. but I am ready to hop in. Alright, I'm out of the bath now. I had about an hour in the tub just relaxing and reading. Although I feel physically relaxed, I also think I got my spooky fix from reading the book. I know I said I've read it earlier in the year, so I know what happens and everything, but still, it's just so eerie. I don't really know if I'd say it's a horror book, it's just creepy. But yeah, that has definitely given me my spooky sort of fix for the night, so I now feel too chicken shit to watch an actual scary movie, but I think I'll do what I said before and rewatch Hocus Pocus since that's normally my bedtime alarm. It's 10 o'clock, so I don't have enough time to watch more than one movie. I think it's a smart choice to probably watch something not so scary, just sort of fun and Halloween-y like Hocus Pocus. Seems pretty perfect since, I think I said, I watched it last night and fell asleep. I might have watched the first 2 minutes, no joke, before I fell asleep, so that'll be perfect. All I have to do is get the house ready. I think I'm gonna do what I did last night and just put on lamps and sort of fairy lights and get some snacks. So I'm just gonna get that set up and show you how everything looks. Alright, so I've got my snack and drink ready here. I've got some popcorn and also vegan M&Ms. They're not really M&Ms, but I'll show you what I used for this. I used to really love popcorn and M&Ms or like Maltesers or something, so this is a good movie snack. What I've used was these Clarana is the brand, candy-coated chocolate buttons. Just fold it in half and put it in Ziploc because I'm trying to ration these out. They're expensive, but very hard to come by stuff like this as a vegan, so I can't complain too much. And this is my vegan popcorn that I used. Kind of hard to find buttery type popcorn, obviously, as a vegan, and I know I could make it myself, but I'm lazy, so I was pretty stoked to find this. It's the Woolworths brand. I don't know if it shows on the packet. Anyway, it's just the Woolworths brand, and I got this yesterday, for last night. My sister and I had most of it, but there's a perfect little amount left for a snack for me. And I've made myself some sangria in this mug or glass. It's from Daiso, super cute. But I'm just gonna put the chocolate back in here. Obviously the popcorn's done. This is my popcorn bucket that I got in Japan in, does it say the year, 2008? So ages ago. I just kind of use it as my little snack bucket this time of year to keep everything squirreled away because I love to see it. It glows in the dark too. I don't know if it'll... On camera it's really hard to gauge how much it's glowing, but yeah, anyway, just thought I'd show you that since I love it. But I'm just gonna stash what's left of my chocolate so I don't gorge on it. I've got my popcorn candle going as well. I think I showed lighting it. It smells so good, so it's really adding to this atmosphere. Anyway, I am going to take my snack and my drink over to the TV and start the movie. Alright everyone, it's now the end of the night. I finished the movie without falling asleep, so I'm very proud of myself. I finished my snacks and drank pretty early on, and I've just done my skincare and also brushed my teeth for the night, so I'm ready for bed. But before I go, I just wanted to thank you so much for watching this one. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already. But like I said, I will be leaving you here, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!